Hello everyone, this is Izzi from One Tech Stop, and we'll be taking a quick in-depth look at Windows 10 technical preview, the first build on the AT&T's Lumia 365. So I just got finished installing the Windows 10 technical preview, the first build on this Lumia 635 here. Show you what it looks like when you turn the device on. Typical Nokia logo, one of the last Lumia devices, Nokia branded. Let's see. As you all know, as you're aware, this first build is really buggy, really unstable. It's not advisable to use as your first daily driver device, but I did have this spare 635. Ran this for the last week and just wanted to do a quick in-depth video what you're getting yourself into if you decide to go with this. So you can see one of the first bugs you get with this preview is the nav bar, the on-screen nav bar doesn't go away. Usually you should be able to just swipe down and it goes away, but that doesn't work. Secondly, the Bing wallpaper is a default. It actually doesn't grab the wallpaper from Bing servers, so I guess that's not connected yet. What else? Those are just two of the first bugs you probably notice if you're going to install the first build on either of the 830, 730 or the 630 series Lumia devices. Those are supported by the first build right now. There is no double tap to wake. That feature is also not available. So let's start here. Right off the bat, one of the first things we're going to look at is the new notifications here. So as you can see, with text messages, you can just tap on the arrow there, drag it down, and you should be able to reply fairly quickly any messages you get with Windows 10. But we'll take a look at that as we go on in this video. So next up, I'm going to go into the settings. Settings quite different. I'm going to show you the new build we're working with. Right here, as you can see, it is running Windows 10 Techno Preview for phones on a 635. More information. You can see the build we're working with right there. So this is all the phone information you get, the firmware revision number and the rest of it. So after that, then the next thing you notice right off is the large tiles. You have the double vertical tiles there and the double large 4x4, if you want to call it that, for my Cortana tile right there. You also notice it is transparent. You can customize your back image at the back there, and it does transcend to the app list here. So that's another feature from Windows 10 that you can be happy about. What else? Microsoft hasn't decided yet if it's going to be a permanent look with these double-sided, double large tiles here. There was rumors about the mixed view where you can tap on the tile and it pops up tiny tiles around it, but that never came. I don't know if they're still working on it or not, but right now the main differences, the main improvements or added features are these two latest file sizes here. I would have loved to see Microsoft use probably a second start screen where you can swipe here and it brings up more tiles. That way it makes more sense if you have these large tiles, because it takes up a lot of space. So if you did have a different start screen, then you can just swap to the next one, like a home screen start screen size. You can just swipe here and have it, but yeah, probably I just added that to the feedback, so hopefully, you know, if you get a lot of votes, then yeah. And as you know, with this transparent light tiles, Microsoft already, there is a rumor where the start screen on Windows 10 on your tablet or on your Surface is going to be transparent too. Some similarities here. You have your alphabetical order of your app list, pretty in unison with what's on Windows 10 on your phone, as you can see from ABC. One latest feature that was added is the recently installed list at the top of your app list right there. You can clear all of them or you can leave them out there. There is no option to remove some of them. There is a lot of feedback about Microsoft bringing a most frequently used app list on this side of your start screen. But so far what we have is a recently installed. As you can see on Windows 10 on your Surface, you have multiple groups. There is places, apps, there's the most used. There should be an option where you can add your own grouping of apps. Hopefully that comes in next build of Windows 10 on your phone or on the PC. So they implore you to keep filling out those feedbacks, give your suggestions, and Microsoft is listening. Moving on, let's go into the notification center, which they get a huge, what do you call it, a huge change or improvement. So here, as you all know, Microsoft introduced 2 new rows of toggle quick action buttons right there. The sad part of it is you can only customize the last bottom row here. So these 4 you can choose what toggle buttons to put here, but the next 2 rows maybe most likely support for these 2 rows customization would be included in feature updates. What else? Here you have your notifications. As you can see, one of the main improvements or changes made was, for instance, if I go into my Windows 8.1 here, in notifications, you can clear all your notifications. You can individually clear one by one, as you saw there. You can clear all of them. You can clear all of them. But with Windows 10, you can clear individual. If you do want to clear the whole notification from that one application, you can just go to the header and it takes all of it with it. So takes it all the way. So there you go. So then another really important feature that's introduced was actionable notification center, where you can click the arrow there and you can quickly reply a text message. So you can see a nice animation there to show you sent a message. So you can just click that. Right now, messaging is the only supported actionable notification center app on Windows 10. But obviously, developers would have that option to enable this on their apps like WhatsApp, Facebook Messenger, and the rest of it. But right now, you can download this on Messenger. So on your messaging app, SMS type. So you can clear them one by one, and just clear the whole thing away. So, there you have it. So that's a nice look. The all settings button here that takes you to the settings page used to be right there where the expand is. They should make an option where you can just swipe down to bring out the more options and put back the all settings here. But right now this is what it looks like. Again, give you feedback if you like it or not. Microsoft is listening and it could be changed. This is just the first build, so you can collapse it back. But it does run in unison with what we have on Windows 10, like now on the Surface. As you can see, same thing, your notifications are up here. You can swipe to get away one by one, or you can clear from the header. So this is what all Microsoft is talking about, having a unified operating system. Same thing with your quick action buttons, just like on Windows 10. It's the same thing. You have your multiple action buttons here. You can collapse and expand. So that's another way they're unifying the OS on all platforms. One more thing that's missing is the cellular data. You have that on Windows 8. It was introduced on Windows 8.1 where you can turn off your mobile data. That option was taken out from Windows 10. Maybe it needs further testing. I don't know why. If you remember, it took a while to get that on Windows 8.1. It is taken away now from Windows 10 technical build. So just so you know, that's one more reason why you might want to skip this first build of Windows 10. So for instance, if you have an alarm set, you can dismiss alarms from your notifications. You can dismiss, or you can hit the snooze button. So this shows you how dynamic, how prolific the notification center can be. I see a lot of developers doing a lot of creative stuff with this new feature in Windows Phone 10. Just going to dismiss that there. Obviously, one requested feature from Windows Phone fans is adding the media player, where you can control your music videos from the Action Center. So, for instance, you can have, let's see, real quick, I think I can do a quick demo here. Just gonna, sorry, I'm not used to small phones. This is a 4.5-inch Lumia 635. So say, go to my music, play a song. So your song is playing. You should be able to control your media center or your media player from the notification center. But so far, the only way to do that is the same way on your Windows 8.1, and that's through your volume rocker, where you press it and you have the controls there. So, yeah. Next up, let's look at the whole reason you have a phone: to make calls, receive calls. So let's look at the call dial pad. As you can see, I think this is just a rough sketch of what it's supposed to look like, or this is just a draft, because there's no way the eventual dial pad is going to look like this. This is too plain. But then again, it is the first build, like I said before. Can't stress that enough. As you can see the difference with the dial pad on Lumia 930 running Windows 8.1. When you put, it does look nice, believe me, it does look nice, but you type your number and your save button is right at the top there. So I don't know, if you're right-handed, it might depend on the size of your phone screen. It might take you a while to get all the way up there. If you're left-handed, then you have no problem. So you have your backspace up there too. And let's go back. Then you have a whole new call log UI. Nice ribbon at the top there. You can toggle between the history, your call log, speed dial, and your voicemail. So that's I don't know if this change is going to be permanent or if it's going to change. Then you have your access to your contacts list, search, and the rest of it. A feature I'd love to see is they should add the ability to, since if I long press on a contact from my call log, I have the option to look at details, delete that entry from my call log, or add it to my speed dial, and that's the next tab over. There should be an option where you can send SMS. You should be able to, I mean, right now all you have to do is go into the contact here, then select the SMS option. But I don't see why you shouldn't be able to just long press on a contact and have a send SMS right there from your call log. So again, I did request that feature in the Windows Feedback app. So we'll see what happens. Speaking of the Windows Feedback app, here it is. So my phone crashes a lot, it's really slow, or as you heard earlier in the video, I had a few suggestions. You can come into your Windows feedback app here. The app is installed with Windows 10 Technical Preview. I just pinned it to my start screen. Or a quick way to access it would be to hold the power button and the down arrow, and that launches the feedback app right there. So you can use the plus sign there to give you feedback. Choose what category. Internet Explorer, for instance. You can choose whatever using tabs of Windows and just tap on the type whatever feedback you have. There's another bug. My keyboard just blew up. I'm just going to go back, and the whole screen is large. Okay, that is weird. Let's go back. Okay, so there is another reason why you should not use this first build. That's weird. Okay, everything's all blown up. Alright, so I just rebooted my phone. Yeah, it's really unstable. That's why I said do not install the Windows 10 Technical Preview on your daily drive, because it will mess you up. So back to what we're talking about, the feedback app. So like I said, you can see feedbacks, the most popular feedbacks by different people, and you can search through all of them. If there's anyone you like, you can just add yourself to it. Say you can just resend it, so you agree with that feedback. So this is the feedback app. As you can see, every time I turn off the phone, turn it back on, it resends all my text messages. A nice feature though is now when you get notifications, the icon of the app sending notifications appears at the left side there. So that is a nice artistic design change on Windows 10. So yeah, this is the feedback app. You want to familiarize yourself with this, because you're going to be using this on a daily basis to report bugs, give suggestions. I personally use it as a journal for to note my displeasures or bugs, or give suggestions on stuff. So it's always handy. That's why it's right there on my start screen. So next up, let's talk about messaging. So here, messaging. One of the new features with Windows 10 is the speech to text feature, where you can hold the microphone, and I tell you right now, it's really impressive. Like it does add question marks, commas, full stop, periods to your sentences. So it's really good. I'm just gonna do a quick demo here. Working on the video for Windows 10. It said porn. That should create a laugh. But yeah, so this is a quick review of Windows 10 Technical Preview on the Lumia 635. So it got, so that's a problem. It keeps on interpreting your speech to text. It doesn't stop. The only way you can stop this is by either pressing on the keyboard, and that's how you stop it. If not, it's just going to keep on interpreting everything, converting your speech to text. So as you can see, I have a whole chunk full there. And this is another new feature with this cursor button right here. You can hold that down and you can move the cursor. I don't know if you can see this, but it's like a joystick for more precision when you want to move around a lot of text. Though you can use the old traditional way of placing your cursor there, and that still works. You can move that around here, as you can see. So this is an added feature. Then another bug is, well, it's not a bug, but the comma used to be there. I'll show you real quick on my Lumia 935. Let's see. So say you have the comma there, but it's missing in the Windows 10. So the keyboard, the whole keyboard layout is has to be worked on. And if you remember on the Windows 10 event in January, they did demo how you can move the keyboard by pressing down the space button, but it doesn't work on devices with less than 5-inch screens. So hopefully when the next build comes out on like the 930, the 1520, we'll be able to see have a closer look at that. So there isn't a lot of universal apps with this first build. For instance, the Outlook Mail, the calendar, the Office universal apps are all missing. They're probably still in progress, so they're not completed yet. So with this first build, the only universal apps you have is the alarms, the calculator, and the photos album. As you can see, this is the alarms. This has a whole new look. Just for contrast purposes, this is what it looks like on Windows 8.1. So you can see contrast difference, a huge difference. I know another feature I would love to see Microsoft add is to be able to swipe again between. I see that ribbon design is up there, just like we saw in the Call app. You can see your wall clock. You can choose any location. The alarm app on Windows 8, this is all it does. Just say your alarm, add a new alarm, and that's it. But a whole new fully featured alarm clock app in Windows 10. It is universal, has a timer and a stopwatch. So just what Microsoft advertised with universal apps. I'll show you what it looks like right here. So as you can see, it is the same ribbon design. You have your wall clock there, you have your timer, your stopwatch. So it is the same, it's exactly the same app actually running on your phone and on the PC or tablet. So that is a quick, you can add your alarms here, then it takes you back to the traditional way of adding your alarms. So for clock, you can add times from different locations. Let me say London, and so if you click on that, it zooms in to where it is. Go back to local time. So you can edit, you can delete time periods you put in there. So it's a nice utility app, and it's good to see it as a native app on Windows 10 for your phone. And the next one we're going to look at is the calculator. Also received a huge overhaul as a universal app. You have your hamburger design here on the left side, and you have a converter tool. You can convert volume, you can convert temperature, and different. So really handy stuff. You have a programmer calculator there. So if you remember, Gable had a tease where he gave us a number in decimal and we had to convert it to, whatever programming stuff. Not really into that, but yeah, you have a scientific calculator here. So it's really did receive an overhaul in universal app. Looking to compare this with your calculator app on, and there is calculator app on Windows 8. Pretty basic. You have to tilt it to the side to get the scientific calculator, and as much as features go, that's the only feature you get from the calculator app on Windows 8. Again, this is a universal app, so I'm going to pull it up here just to show you the same app running on my Surface with Windows 10 technical build. So there you have it. It's exactly the same thing. You have your hamburger button here, and you can choose different converters, power. So it's the same. That just gives you a kind of glimpse of what's coming and how unified the operating system will be eventually. Next up, take a look at the photos. So this also received a huge overhaul. And open photos here on my, let's see, my Windows 8. So there's your big difference with Windows 8, regular stuff. Here you have your the ribbon at the top there again. Might eventually become the universal design on all apps on Windows 10, who knows. But yeah, you have your collection. Album still coming, photos still coming. Then you can actually send feedback from within. It takes you to the feedback app where you can give your feedback, bugs, suggestions, right there. So photos view is coming soon. I think it crashed again. Oh, no. And so you have your settings. So you can choose what the photo style shows you. Recent photos. There should be favorite photos too. But obviously it's your work in progress. So it shows you where it is stored on your phone. That is the file path. I'll come to File Explorer in a bit. You can also choose to show your photos and videos from OneDrive. So if you notice, if I go to my photos here, collections, some of these photos aren't actually locally on my phone. These are actually being grabbed from OneDrive straight to my phone, which is really nice because then you have a nice one hub for your online photos and your locally stored pictures too. So if you see a OneDrive picture, you can select it, and if you want it to be available like offline, maybe you can just make it available, like download it to your local storage on your phone. Looking at the same Photos app here, so there is the same application, same design, as you can see. So you can go back in properties, so we can swipe between pictures. Let's go back here. So same thing, albums is coming soon, photos coming soon. You have a feedback app here, shortcut to it. Then I think this is new, I haven't seen this before, but we'll get to that later. And the same option, the same settings we saw on Windows 10 on your phone. So that is a quick look at the so I'm going to pick a picture, show you something real quick. So you have your edit, delete, and your share. You can do edit, and you can choose to rotate the picture, you can crop the picture, or you can just close your edit page. You can do the file info. So on the screen it shows you the properties of that image. It should, or one suggestion real quick is, you should be able to change the name of your picture. So in the future, if you're looking for a particular photo, you can just put the name in, search for it, and it will pop up. But right now, I should be able to hold down this file name and edit the name of this photo. Also, if that's too much, they could add a feature where you can add a tag. So for instance, every picture you take at work or on vacation, you can just tag it vacation. So in the future, if you want to search for a picture, you tagged it with vacation, you can just search through all the pictures tagged to find the one you're looking for. This is just two suggestions for Windows 10. I already did submit that to Windows feedback, which is what really all this is about, giving feedback to Microsoft about what you want to see, improvements you want to see being made to Windows 10 on your phone or PC. There's really nothing to say about Cortana on Windows 10 because it's really not functional. It did work on the first day I installed Windows 10, but after that it just never worked. So for instance, oh, it does work now. So it's kind of buggy. Sometimes I get this error message saying something's wrong, try again later. but now it does work. So okay, let's go back. Where am I? So as you can see, where am I? So it should tell me where I am, but Cortana here, see plain difference. Where am I? Where am I? Yeah. So see, it tells me where I am. So, but the UI changes. Cortana now has a white background. All your settings, notebook features, and settings are all in the hamburger. I think this is becoming more universal or standard for Windows 10 with the hamburger menu. I do believe either we have the option to move this either left or right, because left-handed people will have a better chance of using it because it's quick access there, or move it to the right for most right-handed people to be able to access, because now you have to go all the way. So if you have a 5-inch screen, for instance, like this, the hamburger button right here is on the right, which it should be, but if you have it all the way there, then that's really out of reach for a quick menu button. So hopefully Microsoft does move it eventually, but yeah, Cortana is not working fine. One of the bugs why I don't use her on the Windows 10 build is she can't pinpoint your location. For some reason she still thinks she always thinks I'm in San Francisco, so that doesn't work. But then again, it is a beta, it is a first early build, so yeah. Another feature I'm going to look at is the camera. So the default camera has been replaced by the Lumia camera app, as you can see here. So it's your Lumia camera app with Windows 8. The default is the Microsoft camera, as you can see. But right now, eventually that would be replaced with Lumia camera. One feature I would love to see transferred, show you quickly. So on Windows 8.1, you take a picture, you can quickly bring that picture back by swiping, right? So you can swipe back to go to your live camera view. You can swipe in to bring your pictures, and swipe. So, take a picture, swipe to bring it back. So that's one of my favorite features from the native Microsoft camera app from Windows 8. But that has been replaced with Lumia camera, and that option is not available. Take a picture, you can bring it back. You have to use the as you all know, with Lumia camera, the icon there to take you to photo gallery to go look at your pictures. So it would be nice to see Microsoft add that feature from the Microsoft native camera app, where you can just quickly swipe to see your recently taken photos. So hopefully that comes. Also submitted that in the feedback. Lastly, we're going to look at the recently added File Explorer app. This obviously is going to replace the Files app you can download from the store on Windows 8. You can see the files here. So that is a standalone app, but I think this comes now with it will come with Windows 10. Nice UI. Again, the ribbon design on top, the hamburger menu button right there. And we go into the device. You can see I love the new UI here. You can choose whatever folder. You can go up. See downloads. You can go up one file level. You can go to pictures. See your pictures. You can choose. Go to feedback. Pick photo. It's none there. Go back another level. And here. Let's pick. So I pick this photo. You can move files around. It has all the functionalities of a File Explorer app. You can edit this picture right from this app also. Then here you can select multiple files. Let's go back here. You can change your view from a list view to the grid. You can search for files. So this is what I talked about earlier. If you have your photos with a generic WP, then the date, it would be better if you could change the names of your files. I think you can do that here. Let's see. So there you go, rename. So you can rename that picture. So I'm gonna dismiss this. So that's one of the latest features with notifications. You can actually interact with your notifications. But yeah, you can actually rename a file. I'm not sure if this name gets synced with your OneDrive. So this picture is already stored in your OneDrive. I'm not sure the name also changes on OneDrive. I'll have to confirm. But yeah, you can easily change the name. So hold down the picture and just, you can delete it, you can move it to a different folder, you can copy it, you can share it, and you can look at the properties. So yeah, not just photos, you can do documents, you can do music. So eventually we might see USB on the go come to Windows 10, where you can plug in a USB and access your USB drive from your file explorer here. Because now I have this device, say I had a USB plugged in, I can just see my USB here, and I should be able to access that USB and move files from the USB to my phone's storage drive. So yeah, this is an indication that yeah, we could see USB OTG come on Windows 10. So yeah, what else? So I think that's about wraps up in-depth look at Windows 10 technical preview. The battery saver app, I'm just going to do a quick run through. Battery saver app is still buggy. I'm going to take you into settings. Obviously the settings page got a huge overhaul. It looks more in sync with settings on, let me show you settings real quick on Windows 10 on the Surface. So yeah, the same 9 options, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just the extras. It's probably the extra feature there. But yeah, that's part of the unification process. So you can see your settings. They're all grouped based on functionality. So devices, you have Bluetooth keyboard, project your screen. System, you have a whole bunch of stuff, maps, notification and action center. This is where you can tweak these 4 buttons up here. You can get tweaked here, and you can choose notifications you get: speech, storage sense, photo, camera, wallet, the about page, USB. So you can choose when you connect a USB cable to your computer, you can choose what action you want the phone to perform. And a whole bunch of, you have your network. So all these settings, when you go into it, then it takes you to the traditional, how it looks on Windows 8.1. So then you're familiar with it again. But yeah, the settings. But right now, the whole overhaul of the settings page, as you can see, this is what it looks like. It's more neater, and again, you have that ribbon at the top. So yeah, that's a quick look at what the settings page looks like. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Just tried my best to just give you a run through of Windows 10 technical preview on Lumia 635. My best feature so far, like I just looked at the File Explorer. It's really nice. Actually just realized you can rename your files, your pictures through the File Explorer app. You should be able to do that from the photos, but it's fair enough. You can do it from the File Explorer app. That's nice. Apart from that, my next best feature would be the actionable notification center, where you can interact with your notifications right from the top, right there. And what else? Obviously, universal apps are a big plus. Alarm, calculator, the photos app, yeah, those are huge pluses. The transparent tile, hopefully they bring back the parallax way on Windows 8.1, where the picture is within the tiles, but right now this is transparent. This also, people did ask for this, so it's also nice to see the background image there on your app list. That gives you more customization, makes Windows 10 look nice also. So overall, yeah, this build, again, it's really buggy. It's not something you want to use every day, but you can use it. Like, I usually put my SIM card in it during the weekend. I don't use it during work days. I use that, then I work with it, then you can give your feedback or report bugs. So yeah, hopefully the next build will bring a whole lot more changes, new features. We'll hopefully see the new Outlook, the new calendar apps, the new Office Touch apps, on Windows 10 for phone. So yeah, that's a quick view. I'd like to thank you for watching, and I'll see you again, or I'll talk to you again when the next view comes out. Bye.